everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. Welcome to our Value Education class. Today we are going to see session 2 of lesson 3, Finding Solutions. In this session we are going to discuss the story Against All Odds. Odds here means difficulties. Okay children. Now here in this story we are going to see a woman Nazima, how she fights against difficulties. Okay children. Now let us read the story. Okay. Kothai loved her grandmother Ammu, brought up by her from the cradle with soft lulling tunes of lullabies and the lingering narrations of stories. Kothai grew up loving people and her environment. Above all, she enjoyed the delicious eats grandma prepared specially for her. Now here, children, there is a girl called Kothai and she loved her grandmother Ammu. Okay, she used to call her grandmother as Ammu, and she had looked after her. Okay, and she had brought up Kothai from the cradle with the soft lulling tunes of lullabies. Lulling means to make someone quiet, means you can say when she was a baby in the cradle, Ammu used to make her quiet. Okay, by singing songs of babies to sleep. Okay, and she used to say long and lengthy stories, okay, to Kothai, and Kothai enjoyed listening to these stories also. When Kothai grew up with these loving people and her loving environment, okay children, and she also enjoyed the delicious dishes which grandma used to make for her. Okay, now let's see further children. Ammu, Kothai began one day. You have come through a span of 8 decades. You have watched before you the generations of persons with different attitudes growing up with so much freedom of which you hardly any opportunity to enjoy. You have always fought against odds to get what you wanted. Tell me, dear Ammu, what is that kept you going? Ammu smiled. Her smile always had a very deep meaning, subtle and sublime. Okay, children, now Kothai asked her Ammu that you have lived a life of over 8 decades. 8 decades means here children 80 years. Okay, and you have watched many generations of persons with different attitudes. Okay, attitudes means postures of the body, okay, or the gestures of the body, or the behaviors of different people, and when they were growing up with so much freedom. Okay, and you had a very hard opportunities to enjoy this freedom. Okay, and you also had found against all the difficulties to get what you wanted. Kothai is saying to her grandmother. Okay children, and now she is saying that what had made you keep going this way. Okay, children. Then grandmother smiles. Okay, and this smile had a very deep meaning. Okay, children. Subtle and sublime means clever and noble. Okay, now let's see what happens further in the story. At first it was the struggle to survive, then it was the fight to get my dues and battle for decency and self-esteem. Well, the spirit never dies. At the end of it all, I realized that two main sports helped me form my own conviction of righteousness of what I was aiming at, and the love that was always bestowed on me by my family members. Okay, now here Ammu is saying to Kothai that at first I used to struggle for survival, and then after that she used to fight to get dues, and she used to fight for the proper behavior. Okay, decency means proper behavior, and for her self-esteem means to think highly or nice of oneself. Okay, and she also said that the spirit never dies, and at the end of it she realized that two main supports were there with her which held her firm, that were her aim that she kept in her, that she convicted, proved or declared the right things. Okay, and the love which was shown by her family members. Okay, here bestowed means given as a gift. Okay, the love was always there by her family members to that grandmother. Okay, children. Now come to the next part. Kothai dear friend was Khatija. When Kothai narrated the dialogue she had with her grandma that morning, Khatija was touched. Now Kothai's dear friend was who? Khatija. Okay, and she said this dialogue of Ammu to Khatija. Okay, and Khatija was feeling touched that day. Okay, Kothai and Khatija, one from the deep south of India and other from the very north of country, were very good friends, with their fathers serving the army. Kothai Khatija addressed, while browsing through the internet this morning, I came across a very interesting story of courageous woman who braved throughout her life fighting against odds. She is Nazima from Santhel in Imphal. Let me tell you her story. Kothai listened to the story which Khatija expressed with feelings, and as they walked down the bridle path to reach their school. Okay, now children, Kothai and Khatija were the two friends. One was from the south of India and the other was from the north of the country, and they were very good friends. and with they because their fathers were working in the army, they had become friends and came together in the school. Children, Khatija said to Kotai that when she was browsing through the internet this morning, she came across to a very interesting story about a courageous woman and who had fight against odds, means difficulties, and she is Nazima. Okay, and which place is she from? She is from Santhal in Imphal. Okay, and now Khatija is going to tell Kothai the story of Nazima, and Khatija expressed with feelings and the story about Nazima when they were walking down the bridle path to reach their school. Bridle path means it is the way or the path on which horses ride. Okay, on the way Khatija is going to tell the story of Nazima to Kotai. Okay children, now let's also read the story. Born in 1972 at Santhal, a small village located about 30 kilometers from Imphal in the northeastern India, Nazima was the third daughter of 9 siblings. Even as a young child, Nazima's thirst for exploring the environment, her attempts to whet her curiosity by always posing many questions were quite noticeable. As she grew in years, she began to feel that there were many invisible chains around her which curbed her freedom. Within her family, there was a clear gender discrimination which made her a rebel to get the school education she so much craved for. The fighter instinct made her to complete the matriculation level in school, struggling to convince her own father himself, the headmaster. Now children, in this picture, can you see Nazima is shown? Okay. Now, where was she born? She was born in the village Santhel. Okay, and it was located 30 kilometers from Imphal. Okay, in the northeastern India, and Nazima was a third daughter of 9 brothers and sisters. Okay, and even as a young child, Nazima's interest was in exploring the environment, and as she grew up, she began to feel that there were so many chains. Okay, she was surrounded by many chains which were invisible around her and which were curbing her freedom. Means curb means controlling. Okay, means she was bound by these chains or boundaries. Okay, and within her family there was a clear gender discrimination, means a difference between boys and girls was followed, which made her to rebel, to fight against something. Okay, is called as rebel, and she fought to get the school education, and for which she had a crowd means had a very long desire or a wish. Okay, she had a wish to go to school and complete her education. Okay, children, and the fighter instinct made her complete the matriculation level. Somehow she was able to complete her matriculation, means up to 10th she could complete her studies, struggling to convince her father himself from the headmaster. Okay, her headmaster helped her to convince her father and complete her education till 10th. Okay, children, now come to the next page. Married immediately afterwards, Nazima faced yet another problem of dowry harassment at her husband's home. Even before she could gather her wits about what was happening to her, she had no choice but to get back to her parents' home. For a while she could do nothing but suffer in silence, but in silence she began to resolve herself. She was not going to give up. She decided to find a way out of the prison she was in. She managed to gather a few close friends of hers from the village, and together they began planning quietly. Now, here children, she married immediately after her finishing her 10th board exams. Okay, and after marriage she faced another problem of dowry harassment at her husband's home. Okay, harassment means trouble. Okay, trouble for dowry. Okay, and even before she could gather her wits means to become aware of something, she had no choice. Okay, means she could have taken the help of police or government here to fight against dowry, but she had only one choice left, that she had to get back to her parents' home when she was troubled for her the dowry. Okay, now for a while she could not do anything, but she was silent. Okay, and she started to resolve herself. Okay, to decide or to become determined. Okay, and she thought that she will not give up now. Okay, and she decided to find a way out of the prison in which she was. Okay, and she managed to gather her few close friends from the village, and together they began planning quietly. Okay, now let's see what plans she makes. Okay, and what happens in Nazima's life. Okay, children, she soon got answers to several questions which were in her mind. She began to look at the problems before her with clarity and told herself that problems which one faces in life have to be solved only by one's own self and without one getting buried beneath them. Then she soon was thinking about the answers to several questions which were in her mind, and she got the answers also, and she began to look at the problems before her with clarity and faced all the problems in life, and she thought that she have to solve only the problems by herself, own self, okay, and she has to solve these problems without being under other people, okay. Now let's read further, children. Mobilizing the available resources with her friends, Nazima began forming Marup's association. In these, each member had to put away one handful of rice taken out from the amount to be used for cooking each day. At the end of the month, the rice was to be sold to raise money. The money collected from such a sale was to be used for educating the girls in the village. The project began to work very successfully because available resources were used and the voluntary contributions went for a cause that brought tangible results. Now here, children, she gathered all the available resources with her friends, okay, and Nazima formed a Marup's association, and in this each member has to put away one handful of rice taken out from the amount to be used for cooking each day, okay, and at the end of the month this rice which was collected together was sold to get money, okay, and the money collected was used for the education of the girls in the village, okay, children. The project began to work successfully because the available resources were used and the voluntary contributions were the cause that brought tangible results, means approvable results, okay. Now here, children, we can see that how Nazima is working for the girls' education. From this humble beginning, Nazima and her friends went on to forming similar self-help groups. One after the other, they were able to generate some capital needed for the expanded activities of SHGs, and soon the All Santhal Women Development Association was formed. Now here, children, we have seen that Marups became successful because available resources were used and voluntary contributions were used for a good cause. Gradually, Nazima and her friends were able to form an association for women called the All Santhal Women Development Association. And Nazima and her friends went on forming SHG, self-help groups, one after the other. They were able to generate some capital needed for the expanded activities of the SHGs, and soon the All Santhal Women Development Association was formed. The SHGs were seen as a fast development for the women's education, okay, children. Now let's read further. But Nazima's problem did not end easily. The SHGs were seen as threats by the men in the village. They feared that the women would soon become economically independent and that they would not respect the traditions laid down over centuries. But now, children, Nazima's problem did not end up here also after the formation of association. Okay, the SSGs were seen as threats by the men in the village because they feared that the women would soon become economically independent and they would not respect the traditions laid down over centuries. Okay, now let's see what happens in the story further. So read it. Okay, Nazima was ostracized and not allowed to campaign or be seen in public, but Nazima looked at the new problem as a fresh challenge. Obeying the orders of the elders to the letter, she cleverly circumvented it to get what she wanted. If she was not to be seen in public, she spoke from behind the stage. She did not campaign but merely presented the success stories of her association. Now, Nazima was ostracized. Ostracized means excluded from the society and was not allowed to campaign. Means to form small groups or be seen in public. Okay, children? But Nazima looked this as a new and fresh challenge and she obeyed the orders of the elders. She then cleverly faced this challenge and proved herself, okay, to get what she wanted. And if she was not be seen in public, she spoke from behind the stage. Okay, means she used to do her work silently from the other women. Okay, she did not campaign but merely presented her success stories of her association. Okay, now let's read further, children. Her work continued: education for girls, shelter home for destitute women, economic independence for women through jobs in sheltered workshops. Today, Nazima is a household name in Imphal. She shares the stage at public meetings with religious leaders and powerful politicians on equal terms. Her unhappy marriage is a forgotten past. Today she is a proud mother of 3 children, a proud leader of women who had once suffered with her, and a proud citizen of India. Now, here children, she continued to work for the education of girls, shelter for the women who were destitute. Here destitute means the woman who did not had any support. Okay, she worked for the shelter of these women, economic independence of the woman, and she gave job to these women. Okay, now Nazima has become so much famous in Imphal and she shares the stage at public meetings and gives motivational speeches with religious leaders and powerful politicians. Okay, and her unhappy marriage is a forgotten past. Now she is today a proud mother of 3 children, a proud leader of women who had suffered with her, and a proud citizen of India. Kothai suggested excitedly, "Can't we have the story in our school magazine? Then many more people will come to know of Nazima." Khatija at once seconded the suggestion with enthusiasm, and when the story was published, it touched the sensitive chords of the readers. Now, Kothai suggested that, "Can we put Nazima's story in the school magazine?" Khatija at once took the suggestion of Kothai, and the story was published in the magazine, and it also touched the readers very much. Okay. Now children, we have learned from this story that there are many solutions to any problems. Okay, and these solutions to any problems can be found with courage, determination, never die spirit, integrity, tolerance and perseverance. Okay children, now here I have come to the end of our session. Thank you.